Meow! Huples cat, going on a walk. Being accompanied the first part of the walk by Kitty and Wolfie. I swear it'd be more cost effective just to have signs where there is no road construction. That's the other direction. Anyway, I'm on Alamets and this is the bike path, so off I go. That's a homeless encampment by the River Brassey. As you can hear, the homeless are really in marginal areas. Common sight in Ottawa, Gatineau. As you can see. From now on the bike path's pretty nice. Got the road right there, so I will film once we get to the bridge, when we get to the nature part of this hike. The trails are very badly marked, if marked at all. The maps either show all the trails on no roads or all the roads and no trails. It's really difficult. I could not find a decent map of the area. So I'm forced to explore, and that's what I'm doing today. And that is the south part of Gatineau Park. Finally going to start getting away from the road, which is a blessing. 6.2 kilometres from the Houses of Parliament, but I'd have to cross the bridge to get there. That's exactly where I started from. I went there with Kitty and the dog to about there, and then on my own. Alamets, crossed over, and I'm on the Pioneer Pathway. I did a bit of creative trespassing there to get onto the Alamets directly, because you have to go all the way down and all the way up. And then I came here, and that's exactly where I am right now. That's where I am. I'm going to go up here, go up here, go up here to there. Then I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to come back down here, take this, take the hiking pathway, and intersect to there, and then back home again. According to this, it should take me about an hour. So apart from the noise of the airport and the throbbing of the cars on the major highway, this is actually kind of pleasant compared to anywhere else. It's very central, and I'm still heading north, and we'll see what we see. Anyway, the mosquitoes are starting to come out, which is good, because it means there's life around here. I'm sweating because it's about 30 centigrade. It's stiflingly humid. That is probably the trail. It should be an out and back. We'll find out. So I've just entered this, and I found my first plastic sign. So there was a farm here, but there's no human signs left, but there is agricultural remains. We shall look for that. This one's a secret plaque. There you go. If I could identify all of these, I'd be very happy. That's one of my deficits. This is actually not a bad hike. You can get to the year-round, open all-the-time car park on the southern part of Gatineau Park. The road itself is closed pretty much all the time, which is great to cars, but you can actually drive up to the first car park. Worth a little trip around. Looking for a small hike in Gatineau Forest, drive up to the Chelsea Visitor Centre and walk around the Sugarbush Trail. A bit longer, a bit more rugged, much more beautiful. And you don't get the sound of traffic. Well, at least I found the right trail. Well, let's head out on it. So there you go. Directly in front of me is apple trees. Haven't blossomed yet. No sign, but piles of rocks is a clear sign of human clearance. Now in the oldest part of the forest. I didn't see any remains of the fields that they said I'd see, because they've all grown in. People have been chopping them down and they've been falling down in the winds. You can really see how poor the soil is here. It must have been hell to try and farm. There you go, the beach. American Tillou, the Tillou d'America, as the American linden. Kind of fun. Beach's favourite bears with claw marks can somewhere be seen on the bark of the trees they have climbed. Oh, I think I see some. No, it's just human non-entities scribbling their names up. The aspen and the white birch. I actually always can recognise those two. Some examples of young ones. White birch, of course. It'd be crazy not to be able to spot that. Great fire tinder. If you don't have it in your area, I feel very sorry for you. It takes about 400 to 500 years to actually get a climax forest, so we've probably got another 200 to 300 years to go. And the way things are in the world today, we and the forest are going to have a very, very lucky time if we make it that long. So I came out early. The entrance is just over there. Like I say, that car park is open all the time if you want to come and visit. Weekend and holiday afternoons it's open all the way to the north of me. I think sometimes it's open on a Wednesday at some. The truth is you really don't want to drive up here when it's open because it's absolutely colossally packed. So this is the most northern part of my walk today. It's about 3k to Pink Lake if you're interested. If you do come here, it is a little buggy. Don't go on the road. I did the first time we biked here. The Gatineau bike path that runs near to it is actually much more uncrowded and much more beautiful. So now I'm going to go that way and I'm going to head back into the city and then divert for another trail. So in the interest of exploration, I've actually come out of the park before I was intending to, because I think the way south was road, and I'm using the subdivision to actually go a bit south and a little bit east and then back into the park system proper on a trail. So I'm on the trail I was looking for, which lets me go back south and avoids me going back the way I came, and also avoids me being on a major road with a bike path there. It's a little bit less rugged than I was hoping, but you know, those are the breaks. This is an urban hike, and for an urban hike it's pretty nice. Be aware if you decide to walk up to Pink Lake or further, or even bike or run. I climbed about 150 meters to get to the point where I turned around. There's about another 150 meters of climb. It's pretty brutal, you have to be pretty fit, and it quite tires you out. I am now starting to descend. This is more like it. It's an easy trail, but it beats walking on asphalt. It really does a number on your knees and your feet after a while. I think the entire region's infested with plastic signs. Always useful to stop and read and pretend you're not tired. So none of this stuff is particularly well marked, but I think the actual lake is over there. Let's go find out. And there it is. We'll continue along, see if we can get a better view. You've got to love the First Nations myths. It's absolutely incredible. So in this lake, two dead suitors who died in war are prowling around looking for her. If there was no traffic and it was a moonless night, it would actually be very eerie, having read that. But where's the maid? Alas, women get erased even from myths. I'm sure there's lots of birds here during migratory season. This is very rocky ground, and you need decent footwear and to be aware of what's going on. I would say this whole trip's rated about a 2, a 3 and a 5 point scale with 5 people. Oh my god, why am I doing this? The reason is mostly the uphills and the downhills really take a toll. But this is the first significant tough trail I've actually encountered in the immediate area of Gatineau, and I'm quite pleased to be on it. I'm at an intersection. This is a typical sign. Water lilies. And that's Lac de Fets. So that's nice. I got 2 really nice trail walks out of this one and a lot of exercise. Anyway, time to get home to Wolfie and Kitty. Not really rock climbing, but I enjoyed that. Nice. Kind of weird somebody would vandalise a sign like this, but people are kind of bizarre. Beautiful little oasis, so you can hear the frogs, you can see the dragonflies, you can see the mosquitoes, you can hear quite a variety of birds. And there is some developing nut bushes. Yeah, poison ivy. However, there's lots of plants with leaves of 3, including trilliums, so don't just mindlessly destroy anything you see with leaves of 3. Just leave it alone. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this hike. This is not a hiking channel, but physical activity is important, and getting in nature and appreciating the nature we have and protecting what we have and trying to get more nature is also something that's very important to me, and this is my channel. Anyway, I'm almost back in civilization and busy roads, about 25 minutes from home, so I will say doodles! So that's where the trail comes out, and there's absolutely no markings. But right there is Alamets. It's okay. You adults are letting the little ones get away from you. This is the 2023 Wolfie Returning from the Dead video.